Deep within a lush green forest, nestled among the tall trees was a little hollow, and in that hollow lived a wise old owl. The owl was very experienced and had seen many seasons come and go. His feathers were a beautiful golden brown, and his eyes were like gleaming amber. All the forest animals knew and respected the owl for his wisdom. They would often come to him for advice when they had problems. The owl was loved by all. Now, not too far away from the owl's hollow lived a sly, sneaky The fox was greedy and cunning, and she would often steal from the other animals just to satisfy her greed. All the forest animals hated her for this, but no one was as angry as the wise old owl. One day, the fox came up with a wicked plan to steal all the treasures the owl had hidden away. Now, you see, the owl was very rich. He had collected many precious things in his lifetime and hidden them away in his hollow. The fox wanted to steal them all, but she couldn't do it alone. She needed some help. As she was wandering through the forest, thinking of a way to get the owl's treasure, she came across a family of field mice. The mother mouse was gathering food for her young ones when the fox approached her. "Oh, hello, Mrs. Mouse," the fox said in her sweetest voice. "What a beautiful day it is today, isn't it? The sun is shining. The birds are singing. It's a perfect day for a stroll in the woods." The mother mouse looked up from her basket. "Yes, it is a lovely day," she replied, "but I have to gather food for my babies. Would you excuse me?" Of course! Of course!" the fox said, waving her hand dismissively. "Go on. Go gather your food. I don't mind waiting. In fact, why don't you go ahead and leave your basket here? I'll keep an eye on it for you." The mother mouse hesitated for a moment, but seeing how nice the fox was being, she agreed. "Thank you so much, kind fox," she said. "You're a true friend." With that, she went back to gathering food. The fox waited until the mother mouse was out of sight, and then she began to rummage through her basket. She found some cheese, some dried fruit, and some nuts, and she ate them all. Then she curled up in the basket and went to sleep. Meanwhile, the mother mouse returned to find her basket empty. She was furious, but she didn't know what to do. Just then, she heard a voice. Well, what do we have here? A stolen basket and a very hungry mother mouse. The mother mouse turned around to see the owl standing behind her. "Mr. Owl, you have to help me," she cried. "That wicked fox has stolen my food." The owl hooted softly. "Don't worry, Mrs. Mouse. I'll get your food back, but first, we need to teach that fox a lesson." With that, the owl flew up to his hollow, and the mother mouse hurried home to get some more food. When the fox woke up, she saw that the mother mouse was gone. She yawned and stretched, and then she began to look for more food. She didn't have to look far. The owl was waiting for her with a big smile on his face. "Oh, good morning, Mr. Owl," she said sweetly. "Lovely day, isn't it?" "It certainly is," the owl replied. "And I'm sure you slept very well in that basket." "I did, thank you," the fox said. "But where is the mother mouse? I thought I heard her squeak just now." "She's gone home, but she's coming back with some more food for her babies. You see, you stole her food yesterday, and she wants to get some more so that her babies won't go hungry." "Oh, I didn't know," the fox said, feigning ignorance. "I'm so sorry. I'll give her back what I took." "You should do that," the owl said, "and I'm sure she'd be very grateful if you did." The fox nodded, and then she asked, "Say, Mr. Owl, have you seen a rabbit around here? I could really go for a nice juicy rabbit right now." "I'm sure there are some rabbits around here somewhere," the owl replied, "but I haven't seen any recently." "Oh, well, perhaps I'll take a little walk and see if I can find one," the fox said. "Go right ahead," the owl said, "and if you find a rabbit, don't eat it right away. Bring it back to my hollow. I'll split it with you." The fox's eyes lit up at the prospect of more food. "Really, Mr. Owl? You'd split a rabbit with me?" "Of course!" the owl said with a wink. The fox didn't realize it, but the owl was setting a trap for her. She was so greedy that she couldn't resist the temptation of free food. The fox spent the afternoon looking for a rabbit, but she couldn't find one anywhere. Just as she was about to give up, she spotted a young rabbit playing near a stream. The fox crept closer and closer until she was within striking distance. Then she pounced and caught the rabbit. Yes, yes, a rabbit, the fox cried. She quickly ran towards the owl's hollow. When she got there, she found the owl waiting for her. I brought a rabbit, Mr. Owl, she panted. Excellent, the owl said. Bring it in! The fox did as she was told, and then she and the owl split the rabbit. The fox ate so much that she felt sick. She couldn't believe how much food she had eaten. I think I need a nap, she said. Of course, the owl replied. Why don't you take a little walk and then sleep in my hollow? It's very comfortable. The fox didn't know that the owl was planning to tie her up and keep her there until the police came and took her away. But she was too tired to care. She followed the owl into his hollow and fell asleep. When she woke up, she found herself tied up and hanging from the ceiling. What? What did I do? She cried. You've done nothing wrong, the owl said. I just want to talk to you about something. What? What is it? The fox asked. I want to talk to you about greed, the owl said. You see, greed is a terrible thing. It makes people do terrible things. I've seen it time and time again. People become so greedy that they're willing to hurt others. They become so greedy that they forget about everything else in their lives except for money. Greed is a dangerous thing, my dear fox. The fox looked down at her paws. She knew that the owl was right, but she didn't want to admit it. Greed has ruined many a life, the owl continued. It's made people do things they'll regret for the rest of their lives. Greed can turn people into monsters. The fox whimpered and begged the owl to forgive her. The owl did, but he kept her in his hollow for a few more days just to be sure that she would unsteal again. After a few days, the owl let the fox go. He warned her to never steal again, and then he sent her on her way. The fox was a changed animal. She realized that greed had almost destroyed her, and she vowed to never let it control her again. As for the wise old owl, he continued to live in his hollow, helping out the other animals whenever he could. The forest animals loved and respected him, and he was content with his life. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a dense and shadowy forest, there lived a clever and cunning fox. The fox was notorious for his sly ways and insatiable greed. He would go to great lengths to acquire what he desired, and he had a reputation for getting away with whatever he set his mind to. However, the fox's greed eventually led to his downfall. He became so consumed with acquiring more and more possessions that he lost sight of everything else in his life. He became isolated and lonely, and eventually he died without anyone to mourn his loss. The story of the clever and cunning fox serves as a warning to us all about the dangers of greed. Greed can consume us and make us do things we never thought possible. It can lead to our downfall and ruin everything we once held dear. We must be careful to keep our greed in check, lest it consumes us and destroys everything we hold dear. The wise old owl saw the error of his ways and pledged to never steal again. He realized that stealing was wrong and that he had been selfish and greedy. He apologized to the animals he had stolen from, and they forgave him. From that day forward, the wise old owl lived an honest and helpful life. He used his intelligence and experience to help the other animals, and they loved him for it. The story of the wise old owl serves as a reminder that it's never too late to change our ways. No matter what mistakes we've made in the past, we can always change and become better people. All we need is the courage to admit our faults and the determination to make amends.